Bourbon Barkeep, my name's Curtis. We got a very special, very stressful house call Wednesday. If you're new here, blind battles. They're not usually this stressful, but we're on baby duty. Girl's a ticking time bomb. I don't know if it's teeth or just pure hatred, but let's get these guys poured up, underway. Pretty sure due to copyright, I can't do the Mission Impossible theme song, but I gotta believe this is what Ethan Hunt feels on every mission at this point. A little sweat is on the brow already. We shall see, but you don't care about this. Maybe you do, I don't know. All the dads out there just trying to make ends meet with a whiskey channel, and you're like, why do I keep losing money? Oh yeah, it's the whiskey behind me. So here we are. Class A on the nose. Strong nose, a lot of alcohol, nice sweetness, like an apple sweetness, to be fair. I feel like as soon as you start coming in with alcohol, you're like, probably not a great pour. We shall see. Nose, I wouldn't say is inviting. It's a little prickly. Seems to be the alcohol. Great. I'm sticking with like a nice apple juice, a little fresh apple juice, warm summer down. Little apple juice with some ice. Is that a thing? I feel like that was a thing. Nice vanilla coming out. Great honey. That nice vanilla that was coming out, still nice. Very rich. Almost brings me into like this like vanilla cake frosting, or even just vanilla cake with the vanilla frosting on it. Great red fruits, apples there. That breadiness kind of brings me into like that, kind of like an apple cinnamon Cheerio. Kind of excited. Enjoyed that. Shout out General Mills, I guess. The more I keep kind of going back to the nose, I'm intrigued. The alcohol, that sting, starting to wear off a little bit. Really enjoy it. Sweet, rich. Let's see what it's like on the palate. That's good. The alcohol on the nose makes a lot of sense. That's very proofy. Oh, sweet mercy. The Ethan Hunt sweat. That's going to pick up. But that, boy, that's delicious. Yeah. Hangs around great. Keeps going. But boy, you start diving into some of these high proof and you don't really know what you're in for. It's jarring sometimes. All right. That apple cinnamon Cheerio, it's on the finish as it lingers on the tongue. That is delightful. It has a breadiness to it. Sweet breadiness. A lot of cinnamon. Great baking spice on the tongue. That vanilla. I'm gonna go creme brulee. Has a great toasted sugar, nice thick vanilla custard to it. Great honey, maybe a butterscotch coming out. Wow, that's actually really good. All right, sip 2. Acclimated, hopefully. Let's get into some more tasty notes, if I can. This is a fun one. I'm excited for this tasty note. That honey, that vanilla creme brulee, that sweetness kind of brings it into that apple cinnamon Cheerio that kind of leaves on the finish, at least on the palate. It's a cinnamon Pop-Tart. And I feel like I'm speaking a lot of like sweet cinnamon. I don't think, fairly confident to be fair, this is not Amberana. That's pretty overpowering. So I think we can rule that out, but there's this really great kind of creamy cinnamon to it with that vanilla frosting. My mind with the bread, it just keeps kind of going to this Pop-Tart, and I'm super excited about it. Finish, it just sits in the chest. Love it. Lingers on the tongue, mouth watering. That's a really good pour. Don't want to go back for a third. No, we're on the clock. Glass B. Whew. Glass A, good for you. I'm proud of that one. All right, glass B on the nose. Oh boy, that one's going to be proofy as well. I mean, I don't know who's doing like 120 proof and like a 90 proofer. So I feel like that's a safe bet at this point. Same nostril sting. This one, a lot richer, a lot darker. I feel like that makes, I'm not slighting glass A. This one just going darker. This one has this nice molasses to it. More oak coming out on this one. Don't feel like it was it was there. I should have said it. This one, heavier oak, if you will. That sweetness, it's bringing into me like this like grilled pineapple. I love that. Pineapple, not super common, at least from what I can pick out. I feel like some of these guys on YouTube, they're like, pineapple. And you're like, really? Maybe I'll revisit, I guess. This guy, heavily pronounced grilled pineapple, molasses, great vanilla, dark brown sugars. Super excited for this one too. Last revisit of the nose. It has a sting to it. Just, if it's anything like this one, I'm just going to go with, it's that high proof. But man, that brown sugar, that caramel is ramped up. Like this is bringing me into like that overly baked caramel, into this like toffee sphere. Yes, please. Hopefully it matches all the way through. Let's see. Whoa. Whoa. That pineapple is here. I'm pumped for it. Boy, if you hate pineapple, this is not for you. That's proofy too. Coming off of this one, I was hoping this one would be acclimated. It's not. That's hot. Okay. These are 2 hot pours. All right. Whew. All right. Grilled pineapple through and through. Super excited about it. This is bringing me to like a nice night on the beach by a fire pit. But it's a cool night, according to Tampa. It's like 60. They're like, I need my hoodie. You're like, we'll just pour this. That molasses all the way through. This one coming across with a nice, there we are, nice creme brulee, great toasted sugar. Almost heavily toasted sugar, if you will. That oak really ramped up, even on the palate. And then on the finish, kind of the same. Sometimes, you get a little zing, little zigzag. And this one, tried and true. A little more baking spice, I feel like, is maybe on the finish with this nice cinnamon. Maybe even like, maybe like a ginger, actually. I think that pineapple is kind of bringing me into like this brightness to where I'm struggling kind of going into cinnamon now. Yeah, I think so. All right. Sip 2, let's see, ginger or cinnamon. Boy. As much as I enjoyed Glass A, I'm curious how the scoring is going to go because these are going in the opposite direction, not in terms of score, but in terms of palate. This is a super fun pour. This one, a little more traditional, I guess, compared to how much pineapple and this ginger that's kind of coming out. I am curious if it's finished at this point. When I start getting into that molasses, that grilled pineapple, and I guess that's probably it. Maybe like a black cherry in there. Start kind of going down this like rum path, but I haven't found too many finished rums or finished whiskeys in rum barrels that I'm like super pumped about, as we saw with the Havana. So spoiler alert. Glass A kind of had this really fun pastry kind of on the nose, on the palate, finish. This one, ton of fruit coming out. We've already mentioned the pineapple a few times. That's how you know I'm excited about it. But this really nice, rich black cherries there. I think I'm going to stick with the ginger. I feel like that's one of those notes to where there are certain notes that I feel like I really struggle to pull out. But boy, is that like bright kind of spice ginger there. Yeah, hear it. Here for it. Do I get anything else? No, I don't think so. I'm not going to drag my feet on it. Once again, got a time bomb over here. Revisit, do a little bounce back and forth. I mean, they're just, man, it's just two sides of the coin, but really enjoyable in their own separate light. Great pastry, great rich sweetness, this great honey and apple and that kind of like frosted cinnamon. I kept kind of coming back to that cinnamon Pop-Tart, which when you're talking about even the new flavors are absurd with Pop-Tart. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. Just, they're on something at this point. Those classic ones, I thought the cinnamon, that brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart was just an absolute banger. Cold, lukewarm, hot, left over. Just pop that baby in a saran wrap, you know. This guy, this is taking me on a tropical vacation. And the only other bottle, and I know it's not this one, is the Barrel Seagrass that just launches me into a happy place with just my toes in the sand and ass in a lawn chair, baby. But shout out Zach Brown Band. Obviously, subscribers. Super difficult to score at this point. So very curious what we're working with price-wise. But Class A, we got our census categories, puts us into buckets. There's been too many comments to where I'm like, the categories are there, guys. I mean, yeah, I understand. 63, your dad was not pumped with you. Your mom, not pumped with you. But 63 here, not that bad. Spoiler alert, this is over a 63. Class A, super fun. I wouldn't call it approachable. This puppy's, she's coming in hot. She's coming in hot and furious. Maybe like this one will in about 10 minutes. But Class A, on the senses, really enjoyed it. I can't go great though. It brings me back to childhood. Makes it super fun. But in terms of what's in the glass, we're just gonna go, I think 79. I can't put it into great. There wasn't a piece of me that was like, wow, this is great, unless I watch this back and I'm like, man, I said great a lot when I was tasting that. But when I'm settled down a little bit, I think we're gonna go there. Very, very close to great. Maybe on a different day. Great. Tonight, it's not that day or night. Glass B. You start transporting me to a beach and I'm start quoting Zach Brown Band. You're gonna do well. You do well in the senses. I'm gonna go 83. It's very tough because I try not to, hey, how does this age, if you will? Am I gonna want this every day? Probably, because it's whiskey. But would I get tired of the grilled pineapple? Maybe, but for tonight, super well done, great, can't get to fantastic. I do kind of wish it had maybe a little more complexity to it if I'm poking holes. But ultimately, that's a great glass. Really enjoyed it. And it's a fun one. When you start getting a larger collection, you have this fun bottle that you want to share. This would be one that I would want to share if I can find it. That is part of it. Bonus part of the episode, because I didn't think I would make it this far, but in every House Call Wednesday and some of the other episodes as well, do a little bang for the buck. Bang for the buck, I do a little price reveal over here. Got the laptop, do a little drop down. Well, not the drop down yet. It's in the label. You'll see. All right, so Glass A, we got $100. Glass B, $190. Bang for the buck. I don't know age. I have an idea of proof. I could tell you that. But we're just going price. Did that experience translate to the price at $100? 100's tough to drop. If I spent it, I'm happy what I poured. I was swallowing a cough. I had to edit that sucker out. At $100, I'm fine with it. Oh man, we'll go 58. I think we'll go 58. Slightly above. I'm happy with it. Glass B at 190. It's so fun. It's so unique. Oh man. Oh, I'm just gonna go 50. 190. I can't dock it. I'm just too excited about it. All right. Now, bottle reveal. This is where I click a drop down. All right, so let's do that. Glass A. I feel like I'm lip smacking a lot. Do you feel like that? I feel like that. All right, Glass A, we have Penelope American Light Whiskey at 17 years old. 138.8 proof. Yes. And Glass B, Jacob's Pardon Batch 3, 18 years old. And a whopping 142.7 proof. That makes me feel so much better. Oh, I'm so sweaty. Two things, and then we'll wrap this guy up. Glass A, $100 for 17 years. That's ridiculous. And then 18 years, 190, much more justifiable to where you see these 18-year, your Knob Creeks. Now, granted, completely different experience, and definitely not comparing it. That light whiskey, I mean, it doesn't pull a lot of that oak, that's for sure. I mean, you have those oak bombs with Knob Creek 18, one day. Oh, the Gatsby, 15 years, oak bomb, fantastic. This one, not an oak bomb, but boy, that pineapple ride is fantastic. That's the only hard part about this bang for the buck piece, to where you want to strip away the labels. I don't want to add age in. I feel like that gives some of it away sometimes. 190 for an 18-year-old hazmat whiskey. It would do a little bit better. This one's going to do a lot better. I mean, what other 17-year are you pulling the trigger on? As much credit as I give Knob Creek 12. Apparently, this is a Knob Creek shout-out episode. I apologize. But as much credit as I give Knob Creek for 12 years at what? $75. 17 years at 100? That's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see. Oh, I got to punch it in. Had a pretty good idea who the winner was. Needed to confirm. Penelope with that bang for the buck. At $100, even without the age. I get it. I would rather save the $90, not including tax, to be fair. This guy's really good. Just super fun experience. I do think the price justifies it a bit more. But to spend an extra $90, I get it. You got to be really searching for that pineapple, that rum. I think I was kind of going down. That's a tough one. Whew. That's a hot episode, folks. It's a hot episode. We made it. We made it, baby.